Yo, it's Steven Burstyn, coach with the microphone. You already know what it is, and it's day 99, and we are one day away from the big 100, the 100, and today I'm going to be doing a game analysis. So, let's get to it.
Here I receive the ball from the center back, and I find one of our strikers or center midfielders, who then finds our outside mid, finds me, and then the ball gets cycled back to our center back. So here, I throw the ball in, and you see me over here, I track back into space. And then we lose possession. Here, the ball gets played into the air, and I win the header into our outside mid, and then clears the ball up the field. And then we play the ball up top, and then a foul ensues. So here, right here, is a 1v1. And then he somehow beats me here. I just don't really know what happened there. Like, this was back when I was saying, like, I don't even know what trick he did. He doesn't even know what trick he did, but he beat me clean, fair and square. Here, another 1v1. And then I take him down, and then I hit the ball out of bounds, but it hits off of him. We get the throw it right here. I throw it in, hit her outside mid, and lose the ball. Here's another 1v1. I took the ball out, so then our center mid took it out. Here I get the ball. I drive in. Don't see an option, so I swing it back to our center back. Here I see the ball. I play back, and so that our center back can then clear the field. I get the ball, win it 50-50, beat past that guy, pass it over, plays it to our center back, and clear it out. Here I get the ball, see our outside mid, who then gets the ball, plays it in, but we lose possession here. So here the ball gets played over the top. I did a really bad ball into the air, should have cleared it up the field, and I just lost balance. So here I receive the ball out of the wing. Receive it, I'm driving, I see our outside mid, and I play the ball over the top, he gets the ball. And let's stop here. So right when I'm driving in, and I play that ball, you'll see here, I play the ball, and it goes around here. What I really wanted to do is have the ball go this way, and land in the space behind the defender, so that he could run straight in there. But that's the play that occurred, and still was a pretty good play. Here the next play, Martin messes up the header, so I get the ball, then I meant to play it into somebody, but I cleared it, and they almost got a counterattack off this, but luckily you do a 1v1 against that winger, and then I block his cross in, and then I get another tip out, and I'm stepped on him, and we close that ball down. Here's a throw-in, hits one of our forwards, who's able to flip it up the field. Here, other center back plays me, I take a touch forward, I find the middle, the ball gets tipped away. So here, it's like a 1v1, and this is just showing my covering position here. So I'm right here. So the second I notice, right here, I'm the guy with the hands up, the second I notice I can't win the ball and I don't want to foul him because he weighs like 80 pounds, I let our other center back win the ball, and you notice I'm right here, and then I cycle back in to my position. Here, I do an interception, I win the ball, then I win the ball back, and I'm driving up the field, and here I make a big mistake. I should have looked over my shoulder and saw Diego, or our center mid, in the center, and just played this ball simply into this pocket of space. I mean, it's a humongous pocket of space. Instead, I hesitate, and I take a bad touch, and I lose possession of the ball. This is where I fell on my glute, and I hurt myself. So here I get the throw it into Diego. I'm right here, and I just cycle back in. Here, we leave that. Why did I shoot that? Okay, so here, you'll notice that the second he's about to get the ball, I step here, and then I cycle back in. So next play here, I stop a through ball from getting to the center. Then we play out. I throw it in, get it from Diego, get it back. I thread the ball in over through this player, and I get it to our center mid. Here, it's another 1v1 with that winger, and there's just a huge miscommunication, so let's scroll back here. So here, I'm delaying it. So here, I'm in delay defense, because I'm thinking my winger is going to step to him. But instead, what happens is, our winger, who's right here, he doesn't communicate with me. And so I'm waiting for him to press. And so now, at this point, he should have been telling me, Steve, step up, press, press. And that doesn't happen, so I'm not stepping. And so we allow him to get a shot off, and Steve accidentally gets a bobble on the ball. And it's just, it's unacceptable. It just shouldn't happen. So here I see the ball, I take my touch forward, I find the winger, and just very clean and simple play. That's just how I like to play. Here I threw the ball in, and I get the ball back. It's another throw. Then I fake the throw, I find the center mid, and he gets a volley off. It doesn't get anything, but hey, it's just showing the quickness of play. So I receive the ball, look forward, no options, and I swing it back towards center back. Here's a throw in into the box. Receive the ball, keep possession, I bring the ball back. The first time with the left foot into the back post, just not an aerial threat team, and so we just didn't make use of that. So that pass, I just one-timed it into our winger. Here I see the ball, I find that ball over the top, and it was offsides, but nonetheless a pretty good ball. Here was a foul. I mean, I guess I see it, but I mean, he was definitely, letting me push him with it. Here I win the header, played back to the middle, then this is the header, it's a 1v1 here. I pressure him, I'm not fouling him, put my hands up, and just here the ball happens. And you see how this is an offside play, but you'll notice how, I'm tucked in here, and then the second the ball's played out, I'm getting in there, and I'm about to close him down. Here, Diego gets the ball, I'm yelling to him to switch it, he threads me through, I get the ball, I'm going in, I don't find an option, I find Diego again, and you see me now, I then cycle back into my position here. And then here, I'm supporting Diego again, I get the ball, I take a touch into the center here, and then I thread the ball through, find our center back, who then can thread the ball again. I receive the ball from Steve, I drive. Notice how I'm driving into my space here. So, I get the ball, open up my hips on the first touch, then I take the ball forward. And then, that way we're already 10 yards up the field, I turn back, don't see options, so I thread the ball through and find our other center back. Then right here, notice how I'm right here, the ball gets played, and now I'm sprinting immediately to close it down, and I get a deflection so that Steve can get the ball. So here I receive the ball, take my first touch forward again, then I find that ball over the top into Yone, one of our forwards, and it was a good ball. He tried crossing it, and then it just didn't work out. There's a throw into the box, which then leads into a corner. Here the ball is played out. It's me 1v1 with that winger again. He thought he's confident, he thinks he's good. We're doing 1v1. I shut him down, and it just leads to a throw-in. So here is right before halftime. You'll notice right here, I'm right here. Let's scroll back one more time. He hits me on the head right here. Boom, hits me in the head. I'm yelling at the ref saying, hey, did you see it? And he just didn't see it, so, that's what happens. Here Steve gets the ball. I receive the ball. I take my first touch forward, I open up my hips, I drive forward, I take my space again, and then here I play that ball over the top into Rezende, who then wins the ball. And he tries to play it in, but we draw the foul. Here again, I receive the ball, I take my first touch forward, I'm looking up, and I find the switch over to Tobe right there, and he takes his first touch volley, which I'm surprised he took. I would have taken it down myself, but overall, he did a pretty good job. Here, I'm opening up, not too wide, take my first touch forward, drive in, don't see an option. Boom, find another switch straight into our winger who takes a really bad touch. Shout out to Jesper. I don't know why you took a touch like that, but it was pretty funny. Anyways, here, ball gets played into the center mid. Okay, so here is just showing covering position. So the ball gets played in. Notice I'm right here in the screen. So here the ball gets played in, and now Martin right here is going to step to this guy here. And when he steps in, you'll notice I tuck in, I squeeze and pinch. So it's pressure, cover, balance. So now there's no hole here. And then now the ball gets played out, and now I don't allow him to get through the middle. I want him to play on the outside, and now I'm ready to step and I intercept the ball. Here, there's a lot of glare. I receive the ball, take my first touch forward, open up my hips, I'm looking up the field, and I play a big ball over the top. This guy luckily takes a terrible touch, and our forward gets the ball, and he's able to make a little bit of magic come out of it, and we get a corner. Here, I'm at like a 50-50 position. I don't want to overly commit and stick onto him because then I open up this channel too much, and I want to be able to stay in between them. So I'm waiting, and I'm just delaying him. So here I get the ball, don't see options, I'm just slowing it down, look up, no options. Okay, now let's replay it back to our center back. Get the ball, take my first touch forward, find that thread in the middle. He takes a bad touch, but this is the way I should be playing, a little bit more dynamic. Instead of just playing balls up the line or playing the balls, you know, across the field, I also need to find space in between, in the middle. And I played a good ball, but he just didn't take a good touch. I threw it back in, he plays me. Probably not the best choice overall for my throw-in and for him to pass it back, but I just clear it. So here, get the ball. Not a great volley, but yeah, just that's what happened. I meant to pass it to a guy, so I drive the ball, and I flick the ball over, and the guy gets a tip on it. And if we just scroll back, notice how I'm driving with the field. Here, I could have easily have stopped here, and then turned back and played him. But I want to play forward, I'm driving, and look how much farther. I started here, and now I'm here. And at this moment, Yone was open, I should have pinged the ball into him. I don't want to be a guy that makes excuses, but our team isn't the best when it comes to verbal and physical triggers to when to pass the ball. To me, a run to the ball triggers a pass, or just saying, hey, I want the ball, triggers me to pass it to you. If you're not physically engaging to a small sprint right before your pass, and if you're not calling for the ball, it makes me hesitant and I lack the trust to ping a ball in for the pass. But that'll be something that I need to get better with. Here's the next play, do an interception, get the ball. I try and take two guys on, and I do a bridge, and I just lose the ball. Here, a ball is played over the top. I take a header straight into our winger so that he can get possession of it. Here, I open up for Steve, take the ball forward, and the cameraman's missing all of it, and I do a pass to our winger, even though you can't see it, and we draw a foul. Here's a 1v1 with that winger. And this is like one of my trademark moves for when a winger is trying to beat me that you guys can adopt too. So he has the ball here, and you'll notice that I'm going to do a fake. See, everyone thinks that offensive players can do fakes and jukes, but as a defensive player, you can also do a juke and pretend like you're going to dive in to make him make a move, and then actually dive in and close him down. So here, you'll see, boom. I do this like little head jerk and this movement to make it seem like I'm gonna dive in. So let's look at that again, boom. I do that to make him make a move that I want, and then I'm able to close him down, and I clear the ball. Here, our center back plays me, take my first touch forward, I'm looking up, and you see how I'm just taking my time. No one's pressuring me, there's not a whole lot of options, so I just boot the ball up so that the defense on the other team has to go on the back foot, and we can start to push up, and we can win the ball higher up the field. And we do win the ball. So here, I get the ball, I pass it back to him, takes a sloppy touch, and it becomes just a nothing play, but we draw a foul at the end of it. So here, you'll notice that here, he gets the ball, and it's a little blurry, but I'm not sticking towards him. If I stick towards him, then I leave this lane open. So I tuck in, here, and I'm a little bit behind our line so that if he tries to chip, I can win the ball, and I let him play on the outside. He then cuts in, I lead him out, and then we're able to close him down before he's able to get a good shot on. So I get the ball here, I play forward, I drive forward, I pass into our center mid, and I get fouled, and he gets a yellow card after this play, supposedly, but he just didn't call it. Here I just get throw in, I get the ball back, take a touch forward, and I just took a really poor touch. So here I don't know, it's just a bad touch. Luckily it hit off him, I was able to get the ball again. I throw it up the field, he receives it, he tries to meg him, and then it's a 50-50 ball, and then I hit it and it hits off his shin. This is how I'm telling you again, just doing a lot of body feints can be super effective. So there was a sluggish ball that Steve had played me, and now he's rolling the ball to me, and I'm scared that the forward's gonna get the ball. So I do a body feint to make it seem like I'm gonna take my touch this way to my left, but I'm really gonna go forward to my right. So I boom, do that, then I move forward. I have no options at that point because I didn't anticipate the ball being that slow, and I just kick it up the field. Here I win the ball, looking up, take my touch forward, find our winger. Here I get the ball again, and I do a one-touch cross right into Tobe, and he tries to do that little one-touch volley that he did on my switch in the field that I just showed you a few minutes ago, and it just didn't work out for him. Here's a set piece, and I'm defending this guy right here, and he falls to the ground, and it's just this really sloppy play, and I get the ball, I take a Ronaldo chop, and I clear the ball out. Here, it's a 1v1. He's trying to beat me down the line. I close him down, and then he gets a corner. Here, the ball gets cleared. I get the ball, I take a chest, I take a touch forward, I take another touch, I take another touch. I play a ball through, and it was just really poor. I was having a really tough time threading the needle during certain periods of the times, and yeah, it was just not a good pass. And so here he's driving at me, and you notice the way I'm running is I'm still facing the ball, but I'm able to run efficiently and face the ball. And then here, I do another one of my signature pump fakes to make him make a move. So here, he plays the ball, and see, boom, I do a pump fake so that he has to hesitate. Here I get the ball, take my touch forward, I'm looking up, now I'm driving, and see, I take a good amount of space. I've taken like 20, 30 yards, I play that ball through, and I think it's a really great ball, and we almost get something out of it. I think we get a corner out of the play. Then here the ball is played in, and this is just showing, again, defensive positioning. So here, Martin is here, the ball's gonna get played into the center guy. I am right here. So the ball's played in, and notice here, now I'm tucking into this space. So I'm tucked in now, so it's tight, because Martin's not here, because if I am staying here, he can play through the channel and this guy can then run diagonally through. So I'm tucking in, and now Martin integrates back into the back line, and now I'm staying wide right here. Here I get the ball back. It's not a great decision by getting the ball back, so I just hit the ball up because I don't want to lose it. Then I win the ball back on the interception, I body him off, I play it back, and then Yoni gets the ball here. Here it's a bad header, a bad clearance, and I personally thought Martin should have got the ball. I mean, the guy is like 6'3", but anyways, I'm going up for the ball. I win the header against that monster of a forward right here. And that's the end of the game. So, overall, I thought I played a pretty good game. I am getting better with playing with the team. I'm able to, thread the ball a little bit better. I'm able to find that pocket of space in behind the defense. Defensively, I'm playing a pretty good game. I'm completing a lot of my passes. I'm able to complete a lot of my throw-ins, and I'm doing what I need to do, and we're getting the results that we want. So I can't really complain. I'm just trying to learn from my mistakes, and overall, I'm really looking forward to getting better each week, every game. So you already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, smash the like button. This is Steve Burstyn signing out.
Remember myself.